Hello, this is Mark again, and welcome to the Home Living DIY channel. Today I'm just going to demonstrate uh, just a small demonstration on electrical wiring, tapping, stripping, and cutting. Uh, so basically, this is just for a demonstration, and we have different tools here. So this is um, a nose pliers, the needle nose pliers, and you can use it to cut. You can see this edge here for a cut, and also is very handy for manipulating the tips here, the metal tips, which are used for connections. So this is also a pick, a wiring pick, and you can use it to kind of pry out the different wires that you find in a wire harness or a wire connector. And you can also use it to snake through or travel through or follow through wiring in a small space. And these are just a cover to protect wiring connectors or connections from weathering, corrosion, or any kind of harmful weather which would damage the wires. So this here is a commercial electric wire cutter. So I'll just demonstrate how to proceed with wiring. So how would we know what the size of this would be? So the size of this would be, we can use the sizing tool on the top of this wire cutter by going like this, and we can see that it is pretty snug or even too tight. So let's go to the next one, and we see 12 to 10, which is yellow. Yellow is the standard color for this wiring, this wire size, which is 12 to 10. That's yellow. So we see that it's very loose. So let's go to the next one, 16 to 14. So the larger the number, the smaller the wire. And the higher the number, so if the number is 22, it's a smaller wire. If the number is very low, like 12, the wire is large. So this one for this wire, this is 16 to 14, the blue, and this is snug enough and there is a lot of room. So it is not too tight, not too loose. So if this wire is estimated to be 16 to 14, then I would go find 16 or 14 here. And the larger the number, the smaller the number, the larger the wire. So let's start with 14, since that is a larger wire cutter. And we'll basically go narrow and narrow as we feel like it's not cutting properly. So let's go to 14. So let's go to 14. This is 14. And watch your fingers, always safety first. Press it. And we see that it's just not giving. It's just not cutting. So let's go to a larger number, 16, which would be the next one placed over. And this is a smaller, this would cut this is a smaller sizing, and it would cut a smaller wire. So let's proceed with 16 up, and then it got it. So let's see if this is the one. And yes, it is indeed the right size, as you can see here. We can use the cutter to cut all of it for a cleaner surface. So you can see that, and you can also spin the ends of the wires. So that was a demonstration on stripping the wire with the wire cutter and how to size the wire and how to know, oh, the old one was still there. And this is to demonstrate, to understand what the sizing means and how to cut the wire, because the size, depending on the size of the wire, you would use a different sizing cutter. And so let's cut this in half, just for an example. All right, so let's cut this wire. So now you have two ends. Now I'm gonna strip both sides. For the demonstration, I'm going to 16. Let's strip the other side, 16. Let's fray both ends. Turn and spin the ends. And I want to demonstrate this. This is the Posi-tap. So there is a Posi connector and Posi-tap. This is a Posi-tap. So this would tap into another wire circuit. So this is how we connect it. So first we put one end, and we just want to go to the end, and the whole point of the whole point is this metal wiring has to touch the inside metal. So we'll just go in and make sure there's full contact, and you just screw it in and screw it in 100%. So a Posi connector would connect the wiring from one end to another end like this. That would be a Posi connector. It is usually red. This is a Posi-tap. A Posi-tap is meant to connect a wire mid-wire. So you don't even have to strip a wire or cut a wire. You can just find a wire that's already connected in the circuit and put this over the wire. And you just connect it this way. This is called Posi-tap. And then you just screw it in. All right, there it is. And the good thing about this is you don't have to solder, you don't have to burn. It's clean. It's corrosion resistant. You don't really need any black tape, electrical tape, and it is so very firm and secure. This is really easy, it makes your life easy. So this is the Posi-tap, but the Posi connectors are the same thing. It just would connect end-to-end wires. So these are just a covering you can put on any connected wires which you are repairing. You just put it over like this. This prevents from weathering and damage, accidental damage, corrosion, and then you can just tie it around with electrical tape.